up? How we doing? How we doing? Welcome, guys. Welcome. What's going on, everybody? What's going on, man? How's everyone doing? How's everyone's day going? Welcome in. Welcome. Hopefully, you guys are doing good. Um, Today is a day that I've been waiting for quite some time when it comes to video games, which is the release of Resident Evil 4 Remake. I've been looking forward to this game for a long time, and now it's finally here. So yeah, we're gonna get into this. We're gonna play. This is the first time playing the game, and I can't wait. The demo is very good, and I'm thinking this is the full game is sure to be a magnificent and thrilling experience. Okay, so just gonna set up our settings here, and I'm gonna make sure I have the chat here on my phone. All right, I consent. We're not going to worry about the Capcom ID. All right, here we are. Resident Evil 4 Remake. Finally. It is finally released. Let me know how the audio is. Let me know if my mic is too loud or too quiet. And I will be sure to make the necessary adjustments. I wish I had side tone. Like microphone monitoring, for some reason, I can only do it on PSVR, like it supports it there, but not with regular headphones, unless, like, I guess you have to be using the controller speaker, because, you know, on PSVR you're using the VR speaker, so I'm not sure what the reason for that is, but anyways. Yeah, we're here. Without further delay, let's play Resident Evil 4 Remake. Yo, T-Mac, what's up? Oh shit, we're starting off with blood. Blood and violence and torture.
September 30th, 1998. It's a day I'll never forget. The cop inside me died that day. And that night, Raccoon City was wiped out, thanks to the bioweapons created by Umbrella. Somehow I made it out, but too many others weren't so lucky. I was asked later to join a top-secret government program. Not that I had a choice. The training, punishing missions, nearly killed me. But at least I kept my mind off everything. If I could just forget what happened that night. The pain, even for a second. This time, it can be different. It has to.
Let's see if it will be different, Leon. Let's hope for your sake things will be different this time.
So tell me, Yankee, why did you come to this horrible place? As close to nowhere that I've ever seen.
Let's just say, Looking for someone?
That someone must be very important, huh? The chief gave the orders himself. Help him, he said.
I'm sure your boys didn't come all the way out here to roast marshmallows. Maybe you did.
You have a strange sense of humor. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Just between us. A lot of people have gone missing around here. And it's been that way for a while now.
Well then. Should be just another day in the office, right?
I mean, last week there was a search for some missing hikers.
I'm sure you'll do your best to help me.
I think this is it. Nature
Polizia.
calls, huh? I'll be right back.
Polizia. What country is this, by the way? I looked it up, but I can't remember. I can't remember which country this is in.
You smoke?
Yeah, these graphics, man. Capcom always comes through with the graphics. Always has. They've always been at the forefront of visuals and graphics.
Hey! ¿Hay alguien ahí?
Hanayai. Oh, he's fucked. I don't think it's going to end well for him.
He sure is taking his time. Did he fall in? Maybe you better go and take a look.
Yeah, let's do that, Leon. You just stay here in your nice, safe little bitch-ass police car.
Wouldn't want to get a parking ticket.
So much for helping me.
Yeah, looks like we're on our own here. Alright, let me just make a little adjustment here. I can't wait for a new TV, man. These new TVs this year, they're gonna blow you away. LG, Sony, and Samsung. I think all three of these TVs are just gonna be runaway successes. Can't wait. It just sucks we have to wait. Wait until all the TVs come out so that we can do head-to-head comparisons, or that we can see the head-to-head comparisons. And then for the actual TVs to release, which Sony usually takes forever. But I definitely want a new TV. I want to get bigger.
How far could he have gone?
I think any three of the flagship TVs are gonna be amazing. I don't think you can go wrong with any of them. Just a little bit longer, and we'll have the reviews. There's previews, there's early impressions. We really need side-by-side comparisons and in-depth reviews to see which TV is best. But I think all three of them you're not going to go wrong with. Samsung, LG, and Sony, I think, are going to be very competitive. I think they're all going to be very close. I don't think any one TV is going to blow away the others. It's an exciting time for TVs. If you're in the market for a TV this year, is a very exciting time for you.
Anyone home?
But as of right now, we're working with an LG CX. And I really like the TV. It's just the gradient is the biggest problem, the most distracting problem. Everything else is great. I don't have any complaints about the picture quality except for the color grading. The banding is pretty bad. Noticeable. Distracting. Just for that reason, I might not go with LG again. It just depends on what improvements they make. I have a feeling Sony is going to win in picture quality. Samsung might be better in a couple categories like brightness, but all the TVs, all of them are supposed to be brighter. They're saying all three of them are supposed to be a lot brighter and pretty close to each other as well. But anyways, it's enough about TVs. We're playing Resident Evil 4, a game that
Sorry to barge in like this.
a lot of people say is the best. People say it's overrated. Some people say it's underrated.
You know a key?
Opinions do differ. Is it overrated, underrated, appropriately rated? Everyone seems to disagree. Man, this shit looks amazing, dude. Yo, this game looks fucking beautiful. Is this the best looking game to date? What do you guys think?
This is not good.
Because this year's Game of the Year is going to have, there's going to be a lot of games. But what about the best graphics? Because that's going to be extremely competitive too. And we know Capcom always brings their A game when it comes to graphics.
Stinks.
And Jesus Christ, man, this game clearly is a top contender. I like how the camera pushes in a little bit when you look at something too. There's going to be a lot of competition with the games and the graphics. But this is already clearly a top contender. Yeah, I do like how that camera moves in a little bit when you inspect something. It gives it this kind of creepy kind of vibe. Now we know Resident Evil games look really great. Village was a big step up over 7 in terms of graphics and visuals. But of course, 2 looks great. 2 still looks very, very good. 7 maybe is looks a little slightly bit older, but still looks great.
Hey. read you. What's your situation? What the hell's going on?
Alright, so we got some problems. Escape from the Hunter's Lodge. Alright, well, we will do just
What
that.
was that?
Maybe we can go ahead and get up out of here. I'm not a fan of scary Hunter's Lodge. Stabbing. Man. That knife is not doing a damn thing. Oh, that sound. And that's another thing, the sound. Sound design is very important. And so far my ears are very, very happy. ¿Dónde está? And I'm hella hungry too. I should have eaten more. I had some vegetables before I started streaming. But I should have gotten something else to eat. Oh well. Come on out. Bitch. Oh. Did I just parry him? Yo, I think I just parried that guy, if I'm not mistaken. Man, the sound of opening that box is just, it's so satisfying. It's, oh man, so far they're blowing it. They're knocking it out of the park. So far they are knocking it out of the park. Alright, looks like this is locked.
Bruce, this is Condor 1.
Hunnigan here. What's your sit rep?
The President's daughter, Baby Eagle. It's likely she's in this village.
Our intel was correct then. Well done.
Need a location on a nearby lake. She may have been taken there.
Copy that. I'll see what I can find.
Hurry up.
Something's happened to the people here.
Hurry up.
My escorts are... Gotta go. Talk later.
Yeah, our escorts didn't do a whole lot of good.
I'll let myself out.
Yo, Capcom, bro. When it comes to visuals and cinematic presentation, how can you do better than Capcom? And this is what games need to be. AAA, big budget bangers. Especially for VR, and thank God Capcom is willing to play nice with PlayStation VR 2 because no other big developer is really getting involved with VR. And it is a shame because I think we really need these big budget games to make VR stand out. Like RE Village is not even the best Resident Evil. It's good, but not great. And yet it instantly became the best VR game when it came to PSVR 2. And we need more. Hopefully things will change in that regard. Because I want to see more good games, great games, come to VR. But I think we're just going to rely on Capcom for now, it looks like. You know, there's great VR games that are kind of like special purpose, niche, but story driven. Yeah, we're going to need the big boys to get involved. Let's hope they do. Alright, let's go ahead and save our content. Okay. Got a little bit of extra ammo. Man, I'm hungry as a hostage right now. I didn't realize how hungry I was until I ate those vegetables. But now, I kind of wish I would have eaten more. It's okay though. It's too late now. Just gonna have to soldier on through. Yo, red hair, what's up, what's up? Yeah, this game is looking crazy, man. This is Capcom we're dealing with. Not many developers can pull this off. Oh, that sound. Bam. Man, fuck this dude up. Oh, nice. Oh, he's still going. Still going. Damn. Man, put a blaze, dude. Look at his leg. Look at the plagos. Whack. Very nice, blood, or, bullet damage. Look at the wounds. Look how it just, like, cuts open a huge gash. That is some nice detail. Beautiful. We got the plagos growing out of him. Wonderful, wonderful. I love it. We need more of that. Bullet damage, knife damage. You know, you're stabbing dudes up, you want to see some damage. Thank you, Capcom. Thank you. Oh, let's watch out for that. Yes, don't want to step on any of those. Let me know if anything needs to be adjusted in the sound department. Hey, bro. And see, the visuals really help bring... Yeah, I know, it's nasty in here. The visuals really help bring the story to life. Because... like, it's about the plagas and how it's like a fungus or no, it's a plague or whatever it is. But you need to communicate that visually. and good visuals are an important part of storytelling. So like the visuals and the graphics are the story. People say, what's more important, gameplay, graphics, or story? Like sometimes it's all three at once, kind of. Like the gameplay is part of the story. The graphics are definitely part of the story, the setting. Very nice HDR.
Holy shit.
Alright, so they're burning dudes up here. Is this 4K 60? It's definitely 60. It's probably it's probably like 1440p. I would have to look it up to be sure. It it might be 1800. Yeah, it's probably I'm saying 1800. Just the hair is kind of blurry. It makes it kind of hard to tell. I don't know.
Here we go.
Oh, there we go. Grab that bitch. It's probably, I think it's 18. If I had to guess. Just that hair is kind of throwing me off. This hair, it has some nice physics. It's just kind of blurry. "4K 60 isn't really realistic for consoles. Usually you either get 4K or 60. Damn. I think 4K 60 with good settings is more of a PC thing. I think 4K is kind of out of reach of consoles without having consequences that are not acceptable, especially when you throw in ray tracing, which I think is kind of overrated. Now, when you throw in ray tracing, now you have definitely a low frame rate and input lag. Because usually with ray tracing, they want to have it at 60 or at 4K for some reason. Jesus, I got myself all messed up in here. Yeah, it might be 1440. Some of parts of it look kind of blurry. It's hard to tell. I feel like they're just making the textures blurrier just to kind of... Oh, shit. Damn. You are dead. Well, he got us. You are very dead. Yeah, I'm saying I'm gonna go with 1440, just because it looks so good and it's 60 frames. And some of the textures are kind of blurry, which is, you know, they'll put that depth of field on it, so like kind of further away it gets blurrier, so it still looks natural. They do a good job of like sharpening up things that are up close, and then they use depth of field to kind of hide the lower quality textures, or just, you know, the lower resolution. It's hard to tell when it's with the depth of field. So I think you're seeing a lot of very, very good optimization of console capabilities. I think they chose the right combination of graphical features. They didn't worry about ray tracing, which is a good move. Like, with a good engine, you shouldn't need ray tracing. With good lighting, you shouldn't need ray tracing to make it realistic. The better engines and developers can fake ray tracing pretty well. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say it's 1440p. Is what I'm gonna stick with. Yeah, it's 1440p. The up close is clearer. But yeah, when you pay attention more to a little bit further away, it's blurrier. It's not distracting, but it's when you pay attention to it. But it's okay. I mean, in real life, you're going to be focused on what's right in front of you, and you're going to be stressed out, and your vision is not going to. You don't have time to look at every little detail. You know, everything's kind of a blur in these situations. So all right, let's put that together using herb here.
Present for you.
Yeah, present. We got all sorts of presents today. Yeah, that shit hurts your eyes, don't it? Damn, this bitch got me some fish for me. Everybody gets the fuck back. Oh, it's so satisfying, man. Oh, shit. Jesus. Gunplay, the character movement is extremely satisfying. And the dual sense. Ah, that's so good. A lot of detail. Haptic feedback is very precise. It's accurate. Everything has the right level of strength. a lot of times DualSense implementation is kind of crude, but in this game, like everything has the correct.
You gotta be kidding me!
Oh no, we're not kidding, Leon. Everything has the exact right level of vibration intensity, and there's vibration for like every little thing, but it's not too much. And then the trigger effect,
La campana.
perfect, absolutely perfect.
I'll give you the credit.
Él nos invoca. Tenemos que servir. Al Lord Sadler Todopoderoso.
See, up close it looks 1800p, but then further away it looks 1440. Oh, that's great. Beautiful. I think the resolution is changing, if I'm not mistaken. Or they just made the backgrounds blurrier and it just...
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
Resident Evil 4. It's just really clever use of depth of field. Okay, well, there is the first part of the game done. This is...
Roost to Condor 1. I've identified a route to the lake. Look for a large windmill. There's a path on the far side of it.
Windmill. Copy that.
And be careful. Roost out.
Oh, great. Another windmill. When have we seen that before? If you become lost, you can check your current position and objectives on the map. If you have a treasure map, you'll also be able to see the locations of hidden valuables. Alright, of course we gotta have our map at our immediate disposal. We can't live without that. Yeah, it has performance and quality mode. I don't feel like I have any need to go to quality mode, but we're going to check it out. Actually, it looks like we can only change that from the main menu. Never mind. Capcom doesn't like you changing the mode in the middle of the game. Neither does Team Ninja, like Neo Wo Long. You have to go back to the main menu. I don't feel like there's any need to go to graphics mode. And that's a good sign right there. When you're playing on performance mode and you don't even really think about better graphics, that's a good developer. It means they did a hell of a job.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah. Very nice, Leon. Ah man, that haptic feedback is peak. Like every little detail has haptic. And it's exactly the right amount too. Alright, we need to find ourselves a key here. Back there. chicken eggs. Gotta make sure to pick those up. Looks like we can't get into there without a boost. So we'll just have to keep that in mind to come back to it later. Oh, my knife's broken. Okay. Yeah, your knife can break. I do like how it's like the knife has a durability. Like it's not just one use and it's gone. Like I hate that. Just because The Last of Us doesn't mean every game has to have a one-use knife or a shiv. Especially if it's an actual knife. Maybe if it's just some like homemade thing you duct tape together. But like a proper combat knife should definitely not break after one stab. Not at all. Not at all. Pesetas. Okay, so the currency is pesetas. I would like to know what country this is, and I looked it up once, but I can't remember. Well, we don't have what we need for this. Let's see. Can't get in there just yet. We're gonna have to look around. Get that green herb. Let's check out up here. See if maybe we missed something. Okay, here we go. I guess we don't go into the church yet. Yo, I'm hungry as shit right now. Jesus.
There it is.
Alright, here's the windmill. Windmills definitely have a history in this franchise. They definitely have a history. Alright, let's save this bad boy. Where's my playtime? Doesn't show my playtime. It probably says it's the main menu. All right. Chicken egg. Hey, chicken, relax, bro. I'm not gonna use a bullet on him. Yeah, that's an unpleasant wake-up call. Get shot into his head. He's like, our famed blue medallions. Destroy the blue medallions. Blue request notes. You can take on tasks by collecting the blue request notes posted around different areas. View the requests you've taken in the files menu. For the love of God, will somebody please get rid of the blue medallions? Those religious lunatics left hanging around. Request. Destroy all the blue medallions. Area farm. You got it. We will destroy them all. We will destroy all of these blue medallions. Let's see, don't have a key for that. Man, I'm so tired. But we're here. We're streaming. We're not going to let anything stop us. No, sir. No, sir. 3 out of 5. Hello, cows. Four out of 5. Alright, got ourselves some gold, some pesetas. Alright, we got some bombs here. I gotta turn on my camera. Heartache believes that's me. I think he said he believes the picture's me. I'm pretty sure Heartache said he believes that the picture of me is me. What do I gotta put on a strip show for this dude? Like, how much verification do you need? I'll be right back. I've gotta get a drink of milk or something. I need some nutrition. Alright, I'm back. Yes, I got a glass of milk. Very, very hungry. Tired, but it's okay. We're going. Yo, milk does fill you up. Milk um, does give you whole milk. I have whole milk. That whole milk is thick as shit. Whole milk is hella thick. It will definitely fill you up. Whole milk will definitely fill you up. And I very rarely drink milk. I pretty much never drink
No good.
milk, but I happened to have some for something else I was using it for. And so I went ahead and had a glass of milk. And it was delicious. Yes. Wonderful, wonderful milk. Shout out to cows.
Won't open.
It won't open. Come on, door. Work with me. There's a blue medallion right there. Got to get into that windmill. Alright, let's dodge, duck under this. Wouldn't want to throw that off. Alright, let's see what we got up here. We have a gear missing, it appears. And we're gonna need to fix that. We're gonna need to fix that, sir. I think we'll need to fix that. I think it's just a little bit broken. I think it's just a little bit broken. I think it's just a bit broken. Almond milk is delicious.
God damn.
Yeah, almond milk is awesome. Oh man, the sound, the DualSense, Jesus. The DualSense in this game is almost like VR. It's like, if VR could be put into the DualSense controller, this would be it. Absolutely one of the best implementations of DualSense so far. It's like, it makes it feel like I wasn't even using the DualSense before. Like, it's that good. This game makes other PS5 games feel like you're using a DualShock 4. What's that motherfucking lock? Fuck that lock. Ah, I feel so much better after that milk. Wonderful whole milk, so milky and creamy, and it was cold as shit too. Like it was hurting my mouth. It was so cold. I was not ready for that coldness. That milk was so cold it was like hurting my mouth. I was I was not prepared for the coldness. Here we go. All 5 have been destroyed. How's it so far? Amazing. It looks as good as it as good as it feels to play. It sounds as good as it looks. Oh, Capcom, they definitely came through on this one. You're ranking what kind of women y'all like. um, so between black, Asian, Hispanic, and white. Ah, I've become so fascinated with Japan, so they would be up there pretty high. Like in my community, I just haven't seen that many black women, and then I don't really look up black culture on YouTube of like Africa or any other countries. Hispanic people, like I've seen plenty of Hispanic people, but like in school, like the Mexican kids, they were kind of grimy. Like all the Mexican girls were kind of dumpy, for being honest. I have no problem with Mexico, Mexicans, Latin America, any of that. You know, I can only go with personal experience, and in my experience, Mexican women have Hispanic women have been kind of junky. I'm sorry. Respect to all the Hispanic people, but in my experience, they've just been kind of junky. Now, on the internet, you have some beautiful Hispanic women, Indian women, Muslim women, but in real life, in my experience, I would probably say Caucasian above Hispanic. I do like that accent though. I do like. There's been a few though. There's definitely been a few good Hispanic girls, and like especially when you go to other countries when they're more sophisticated. You know what I mean? In this country, eh, I'm not sure about that. I think 'cause a lot of Hispanic people in this country are like Mexican. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I just I don't have enough experience with Hispanic people, but that's just my personal experience. And then black people, yeah, black women are nice. I just haven't really seen many, period, let alone attractive ones. So I like Caucasian women are nice. I feel like for me, I can't go wrong with Caucasian women. Now, Asian women, I much prefer the personalities and the culture, the language, the heritage, the attitude, all that is I would put them at number one easily for that. Um, so I'd probably say Asian women. That's my number one, Asian, especially like Japanese. but any of them, Korean or Japanese. Maybe Chinese. I prefer. I'm not sure about. I'm not sure about Chinese. I feel like Korean and Japanese are like the premium ones. So
No
I'm
good.
saying, I'm saying Asian, especially Japanese, is my number one. As a Mexican, Mexican girls in the U.S. are very hit or miss. Yeah, they kind of are, but like a lot of people in the U.S. are hit or miss because of the fucking obesity. Fuck all this obesity. Veronica Garcia. I haven't really looked her up. Latinas are the most freaky in the bedroom. Yeah, see, I don't really. That doesn't really. I need just a sophisticated, mature woman. All that freaky in the bedroom shit. Like, as long as she's a female and attractive, that's good enough for me. I don't need all that crazy acrobatics and that freak shit in the bedroom. Alright, where do we find our gear? I need a gear, people. Where's my gear at? Do I run from the thick girls like Tehran and Kovu? No, I don't. I don't. I definitely. I don't have a problem with thick. Thick is good, of course. You want a feminine physique. Um, but it's just the personality and the attitude, and you know what I mean. And it seems like a lot of of Hispanic and black and sort of mixed race women. It seems like they just maybe a little too bombastic and vocal for me. Like I need that subdued type of personality, and there's nothing wrong with vocal in like an outgoing way. You know what I mean? But I don't need that attitude. Nothing wrong with vocal, upbeat, outgoing. That's all great. But when I think of those thick, like Hispanic slash black women, what comes to mind is like a lot of attitude, and that's not always the case. That's kind of just a pop culture. It's probably not even the norm. But I think it is more common, and they seem kind of arrogant too. Like those types of women, they definitely have some attitude. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure. That's the only thing I hesitate with thick women is that they usually fall into that category. Now, sometimes you have a white girl that's thick, and that's awesome, or Asian, even though they tend to be a little leaner. So, thick is great. It's really just the culture behind it is my only issue. But no, thick is awesome. If as long as the proportions are right, thick has come to mean like overweight. Like if you're fat, oh, they just call it thick. As long as the proportions are right, like thick, nothing wrong with thick. Have you seen Megan's Instagram lately? And she likes anime. I'd be taking it down. Um, I'm not up on celebrities. I'm not really sure what Megan you're referring to. Megan the Stallion. I'm more into that AI generated. I've been enjoying this one channel that's a Korean channel, and they do AI generated, and they're so realistic, like you can't even tell. Beautiful woman, and they are focused on East Asian women predominantly, especially Korean. Um, and I do wish they would do more Western women in different races and types of faces, but that's just what they're doing right now. You know, I guess they're just sticking with what they're used to, but other than that, those are definitely some beautiful women. That real life shit is I'm kind of over real life. I'm over live action movies, and I think I'm over, like, real women, if that even makes any sense. But when it comes to pictures are concerned, at least, you know, obviously real women are great in real life, but as far as pictures and everything, being a fan of Instagram, I feel like I'm just not trying to chase these women around. So give me just one moment. I'm going to do a Google search here because I need to find this gear. Let's see. Get on YouTube really quick. Resident Evil 4. Where is gear? Kind of running in circles here. Our objective is reach the lake. Just look that up. Head to lake. I don't like having to do this in the middle of the stream, but I kind of have no choice right now. It looks like he might have gotten it from that defeated enemy. Okay, he gets it from the table. Alright. Thank you, Internet. Sitting on the table in that big room. I don't get why people have too much pride to use the Internet. It looks like we might have picked it up already. Ah, there we go. Yes, we have. See, if I wouldn't have looked it up, I wouldn't have looked and check to see. I just don't like looking stuff up because it's annoying. I have no problem with the pride aspect because, like, it's still you playing the game. But anyways, go ahead and press. Ah, right. Gate is open. Oh man, that DualSense. I can't describe to you how good it is. It's like when you're running, the footsteps, like it's the feeling of going over the bridge is different than walking on the ground. Ah, that's so nice. Man, there's different sensations. It's not just like a footstep. It's like you can feel your feet kind of like going into the ground. This is the kind of DualSense that we need. And then, of course, with VR, buying this on PlayStation is a no-brainer. VR is coming for this game. Oh yes, it's coming. All we need now is more developers to get involved and make games for VR. But I get why they don't, because VR is kind of niche, and maybe it's just not worth the money. Yeah, AI Asian women. Do I read any ongoing manga? No, I'm anime only. Manga is just not for me. I tried it. I need music and visual entertainment. I need to sit back and enjoy the show. If I'm going to read, I'll read a book, but I'm not really much of a reader. I tried to get into reading multiple times. I tried ebooks. I've tried reading on different devices. I've tried physical books, different genres. I used to feel really bad about not reading because of how much I was missing out on, but I'm kind of over it now. I don't really care. I probably should, but oh well, not for me. I've read a couple books in my life. I've read the Hunger Games trilogy, which was great. I've read the 3 books based on Final Fantasy 13. They're actually like light novels, novellas, but I did read them, all 3 of them. And I read The Shining. I believe I finished The Shining. It took me like a year to read The Shining. I gotta reread stuff. Oh shit. Like when it comes to reading, I've got to reread stuff so many times to understand it, and then I go so slow. And then I kind of just lose interest. But no, manga is cool, I guess. It's just not for me. Even anime, it has to be just right. I'm kind of picky when it comes to anime. There's only like a handful of shows that I'm really into. It's got to be a certain genre. Yo, the HDR in this game is top, peak HDR. Man, it looks so good. Oh shit. What game you guys think is going to compete with us this year? We got Final Fantasy. Oh man, they're throwing some shit at us. They are throwing some shit at us. We got Final Fantasy and Spider-Man 2. I feel like Spider-Man 2 is not going to look better than this or Final Fantasy. Just my feelings. You know, I know it's still early. And Insomniac, well, maybe. Insomniac is very good. They're talented. We'll see. I feel like Spider-Man 2 has its work cut out for it if it wants to look better than this.
Give me a break already.
Or Final Fantasy. It could. It's gonna look a lot better than Spider-Man 1 or Miles Morales. So we'll see. Spider-Man looks good. It's just not like top looking game, but it looks very good. Spider-Man looks very good. We'll see. God damn, man. These fucking pitchforks. Yeah, they're definitely giving us some challenges here. Ooh. Oh, that's so cool. The Plagas, look at that. Look how it's growing out of him. Ah, bro, that looks so amazing. Oh, that's creepy. The Plagas, it's like, that's so creepy right there. It's like you don't even want to get close to it. Ah. Trap. Ahí va eso. Ahí va eso. Now, Suicide Squad, if it does come out this year, that's gonna look good with the character models and the cutscenes. That might be the best looking game, like up close, when it comes to character models. There's gonna be some good looking games this year, no doubt. No doubt whatsoever. See, these Sims keep turning into the Plagas monsters after I kill them. Why do they keep doing that, bro? Have you guys seen, did you guys see the special, the Attack on Titan special? I thought the final season part 3 was going to be like 10 episodes. A lot of people thought it was going to be like 10 episodes or so. But no, they're finishing it in 2 specials, and one special came out back earlier this month. Phenomenal, like just blown away, beautiful. MAPPA is a godly studio. That animation, unbelievable, unbelievable. and then one more special, and that's it. 2 more chapters, 1 more hour, basically. It might be a little bit longer, but it's about to be a wrap. It's crazy. We're gonna have to blow this thing up here. So you guys, who's in the camp who feels like a remake should not be game of the year, or you should not choose a remake as game of the year? Because I think that's just total horseshit. You guys feel like this should not qualify for game of the year?
What's that noise?
Like the graphics and textures and lighting are so different from the original game. Like I kind of don't recognize the areas. Like it takes a minute to realize that, oh yeah, I'm in that area from the original game. If you know what I'm saying. Like, I feel like I'm playing a new game. Like, this doesn't qualify or shouldn't qualify for Game of the Year when the original game is like 3 generations ago. Remakes shouldn't be Game of the Year unless they're like totally different, like Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, I disagree. Unless they are totally different. Like, this is still built from the ground up. Everything is built from scratch. Totally different.
That hurts, you know? It seemed like you really wanted to talk.
How observant, senor. Now, say, you got a smoke?
You know, those things will kill you.
Oh, well, maybe just untie me then, huh? Joder, not this guy!
Who are you? Yeah, stop right there!
Yeah, that's a bad man. It's a bad man right there. Oh shit. Oh no. Chapter end. Looks like we got that Plagueis in us. It's not a good sign, guys. He put that Plagueis in us. I feel like that guy's face was too, like, kind of normal, but I didn't really get too good of a look at him. So you're saying Final Fantasy VII Remake is totally different because it still has the same characters as the original game. It still has... It has more or less the same story. It's not really totally different. Totally different is Final Fantasy 16. That game is totally different.
Sacrificial lamb, you will receive our most sacred body. It begins now.
Like all these cutscenes are totally new. You didn't see these cutscenes.
Oh, what the fuck?
Hey, stop it. Hey, Yankee. Got a name?
Leon.
Quiet type, eh? I'm Luis Serra. Guess you, me, picked the wrongest spot to vacation, eh? Hey! Stop it! You move, I move. And I'm beat up enough as it is. I can see you're thinking. Bet you've been in spots like this before, huh? I guess you're here looking for someone. One more guess. Maybe some missing señorita?
Young girl. Talk. Now.
All right. See, heard chatter about moving a señorita.
Moving her. Where?
Who knows? But later, saw some men dragging someone to the old church. Hanging with you, not helpful.
Hey, we're not done here!
Later, amigo.
And he's out.
Shit, that took my gear.
Yeah, we don't have anything on us now. Yeah, this is...
Condor 1 to Roost. I've located Baby Eagle. It sounds like she's being kept in some church.
Great. That's good news.
I heard it from this guy I met. Said his name is Luis Serra. There's something fishy about him. I need you to run a background check.
We'll call Condor 1. I'll see what I can find. In the meantime, make your way to that church.
Right. I'm probably due for confession anyway. Condor 1, out.
Yeah, what I'm seeing is totally new. I didn't see any of this in Resident Evil 4, the original. None of this that we've been seeing, all that we just saw. Where was that in Resident Evil 4? Because I sure as hell don't remember seeing it. It went from 2D to 3D with whole new stuff in it. Yeah, and this went from 480p to 4K, or PS2 to PS5. All new assets, everything rebuilt from the ground up, new sound, new cutscenes. Everything in this is new. It may have source material, but a lot of games are going to have source material. Like, it can have source material and still qualify for Game of the Year. It can be based off an existing work and still qualify for Game of the Year. It can be based off a book. It can be based off a movie. It can be based off a universe, like Cyberpunk is based off a board game. The Witcher is based off books. And you could say they don't have to write, you know, they have lore and a story to kind of already established when they base a game on something, right? But they still have to make the game from the ground up. So I don't get it, how this doesn't qualify for Game of the Year. What part of what you're seeing is not Game of the Year material? Everything Everything that I'm seeing, hearing, and playing is totally top-notch Game of the Year
Hey,
material.
that's my gear.
New voicing, I believe.
Puedes agarradlo.
Come on, stab this bitch. To me, everything I'm seeing is absolutely Game of the Year material. I think you guys are picking and choosing what qualifies and what doesn't, going off of emotions. I'm going off of reality. I'm not doing all this calculations. Oh, well, back in this year, this came out. This is new in this game, but this is old, so therefore it doesn't qualify. You know what I mean? Oh, went from 2D to 3D. So a PS1 remake qualifies, but a PS2 remake doesn't. Is that the cutoff? PS1 to PS2? Because the PS1 was the same number of generations in the past when Final Fantasy VII Remake came out as the PS2 is now. You're going back 4 generations in either case, whether it's 5 to 2 or 4 to 1.
No good.
The knife is OP. Right there it was pretty strong, but normally it's kind of weak. Like it takes like 20 slashes to put a dude down. Ah, I like that roll. Alright, we got our case. Hell yeah. I have a hard time remembering this in the original game. I'll tell you that much. I have a hard time remembering when I did all this. I'm gonna need someone to point that out.
Over here, stranger.
Who's that?
Yeah, some remakes are barely different than remasters, so it does have to be handled on a game-by-game basis. Some remasters are trash, some remakes are barely even considered remakes. That's absolutely true. Some remakes are just...
do some business then, eh?
A lot of remakes are a disgrace to the name remake. Get rid of the rats that have taken up in the factory. We don't know if they are carrying any diseases, but we'd rather not find out. It has to be substantially different. Yeah, what I'm seeing is substantial, a substantial improvement. Like, play Resident Evil 4, play some gameplay of Resident Evil 4, and then play this. And tell me it's not a substantial improvement. What I'm seeing is pretty substantial. So, I think players are just always going to disagree on what qualifies for Game of the Year. It seems like we just can't get on the same page. I think this debate is just going to go on forever. But yeah, I'm going to leave this here for now. Hit the like button if you like the video. Amazing game so far. Definitely one of the best games of the generation so far, and probably will be by the time it's over. Thanks for watching, and I'm gone.